For a long time, I thought I was just hosting Christmas. That's the word we use, isn't it? Hosting? But looking back now, I realized that wasn't what I was doing at all. I wasn't just hosting. I was holding Christmas for the entire family. This isn't a story about resentment. It's a reflection, a noticing, something I didn't fully understand while I was living it. Because when you're in the middle of it, you don't question it. You just do what needs to be done. And what needed to be done year after year was making sure Christmas felt like Christmas for everyone. I didn't announce that I was taking on that role. No one handed me a job description. It just happened. Somewhere along the way, I became the person everyone looked to for where is Christmas going to be? What time would dinner be? What traditions are we doing this year? Whether we were exchanging gifts or not. Whether there would be games or activities or desserts. And without really deciding to, I became the keeper of the family Christmas. Hosting Christmas wasn't just about cooking. It was about creating an experience. I planned meals that took days, not because anyone demanded it, but because Christmas was supposed to feel abundant. There were always appetizers, a main meal, side dishes that no one mentioned, but would be noticed if they were missing. Desserts that only appeared once a year, and of course, all the trimmings. Always the trimmings. I didn't just clean the house, I transformed it. Candles, music, special dishes, decorations that only came out in December. I wanted people to walk in my house and immediately feel, it's Christmas. I set the table like it mattered because it did matter. I made sure the lighting was soft, the rooms felt warm, this space felt welcoming. Even if I was exhausted. I planned more than meals. I planned moments. Decorating gingerbread houses, candy bowls sorted just right, games that everyone would play, even the reluctant ones. I thought about who would sit next to who didn't get along with who needed to feel included, who might feel awkward or left out. I managed the emotional tone of the room. If tension appeared, I would soften it. If someone said something sharp, I would redirect. If energy dipped, I filled the gap. I didn't just host the gathering, I buffered it. Even gift giving had a structure. I made sure no one was forgotten. That the person who didn't need anything still felt thought of. That no one felt overlooked. I wrapped gifts beautifully. I labeled them carefully. I managed the pace so that it didn't feel rushed or chaotic. It wasn't random. It was honestly choreography. What no one really noticed was this. By the time everyone arrived, I was so exhausted. Not angry, not bitter, just quietly spent. Because Christmas had been living in my head for weeks already. While others relaxed, I was watching the oven, the clock, the mood, the flow of the day. And by the time the room was finally settled, I was already thinking about cleanup. And then slowly, things changed. The kids grew, fewer people came, traditions loosened, hosting stopped altogether when we moved and I retired. And I realized something I hadn't expected. I didn't just miss the gatherings, I missed the role. The role I never named. The responsibility I carried quietly. The meaning I found in making Christmas feel whole. There's a strange grief in letting go of being the keeper of Christmas. Because it wasn't just work, it was love, it was purpose, it was how I showed up for my family. And when it was no longer needed, no one really prepares you for that emptiness. What I know now is this. That magic came from me, not the food, not the decorations, not the traditions. And it did what it was meant to do, to hold people together for a time. It created memories, it made the season warm, and now it's okay to let it change. So if you were the one who hosted every year, planned everything, and quietly held Christmas together, I see you. You weren't just hosting, you were carrying something meaningful. And if that role is shifting now, that doesn't erase what you already gave. It means the season is changing, and so are you. Wishing you peace and love this season. See you on the next one.